They'll start on the ground. ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll go again with ETN. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hey.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete here. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Stroud now. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Warriors 70.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The Texans at 3-7 now in the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Stroud's throw completed to Mechie. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 4. Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Caught by Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap and again the ETN. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with ETN. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. Caught on the slant. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Going for it, here's ETN. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Jaguars. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Now Lawrence on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Lawrence on target there to Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, 40 yards. And the Jags are once again back in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Check.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6. Here's Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Play action. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Okay, break.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready, set.
Now Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Got it. Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Gravity Lions. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Big Lion.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. He gets this one to Mechie. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is going to have the Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pierce now up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On the bootleg, Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They love it that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
ETN once more. And he works free. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now Lawrence to throw. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And Woods has it complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Ready.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 41, here's second and 6. And Stroud now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Going for it with Pierce. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Thanks at 24.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
All right, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And he is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Well, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this complete right side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 106 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd down. Now Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off and improved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Route.
And they take a knee.
Red on red.
And they will take a knee here. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready? Go.
And they take a knee. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Jacksonville, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.